I'm Ellen.
And I'm Luke. Welcome to Show of the Weekend.
Now, Luke, you promised me that you were going to make a new jingle to replace that abomination we've been using.
It's been a busy week, but I did fix something else.
Oh my god, our own purple sofa! Where did you get this?
Hey, you hit 100,000 subscribers, the money comes rolling in.
You found it in a skip, didn't you?
Let's focus less on where it came from and more on the fact that we have 100,000 subscribers! Yes! Oh my gosh! Yay! Amazing! But seriously, don't touch that bit there.
Show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend.
Seriously, hitting 100,000 subscribers in less than a month is absolutely mind-blowing, and it means so much that so many of you jumped over to this channel to sit and watch us play Farming Simulator.
Yeah, right.
It's just mind-blowing.
Seriously, it's been amazing, genuinely amazing hitting that milestone, so thank you all. And it wasn't even the best thing that happened to me this week.
Oh no, really?
Let me set the scene. Skyrim, a continent that, having read some of the lore, I now realise is ravaged by civil war. A lone adventurer, an orc mage, who for some reason I named Sue, on a journey leading gods only know where. A lonesome road, the frozen wind stabbing through her meagre robes like icy daggers. The day couldn't get any darker. Or could it? I see it, looming out of the blizzard, all ragged fur and bloody vengeance, the ice troll I mentioned last week. Yeah, the one that stomped me so easily, back to haunt me across the years. I know it remembers our last violent encounter. You'll say it's not the same troll, it's different code on a different console. It can't possibly know, it's not even really alive. But I know that it knows, and it knows that I know that it knows. But then who should appear? A dragon! Glitching magnificently in a big rock, breathing icy vengeance onto my troll foe. Together we unleash a torrent of pain on the beast, and my new dragon companion even let me deal the killing blow. Surely a sign that I had been accepted into his fiery brotherhood.
And then what happened?
The dragon turned on me and I fell off a cliff. So Ellen, tell me about your week.
Well, I've not been fighting trolls on the top of cliffs. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. I know every week is like what I've been doing, Overwatch, but I've really got into it again. I mainly play as Farah. I really love her ultimate. I like kind of storing up and seeing like a group of people and they're just going to town on them with the bombs and just, it's justice reigns from above, man.
Yeah, that's good. Now the thing is, I'm a total Overwatch noob. I've played it for like a total of 2 minutes in my whole life. So a lot of the words that you're saying don't really mean anything.
Oh,
So
you're missing out.
what is a Farah?
Farah is like, she's fantastic. She's got like this big suit of armor. She can like jump and fly around and she fires rockets at people.
Does sound good.
And that suits my playstyle very well. But I've also been trying out another character because basically all the characters have different specific sets of skills. I'd not played McCree before.
Oh yeah.
And I decided
I know McCree, he's the cool cowboy.
it was high noon. I actually am not that bad as McCree. I was quite pleasantly surprised. So I did a few good games as McCree, but then I unlocked a new skin for Tracer.
Who doesn't like new skin?
What
I wouldn't give for some new skin. Is that what it is? A new skin?
Yeah, you made it sound really weird. You can earn in loot boxes different skins for the characters. Tracer has one called the T-Racer, which is Tracer.
Nice.
And so she looks like kind of a racing car driver a little bit. She's got the helmet. All of her accessories are decorated to look more racing car type, and even like the guns are like red and have like Formula One kind of looks to them. I just know that Mike would really, really like it.
How do I play this game? Suddenly I am more interested by 33%.
But it was really good. I got the skin and then I thought, right, I'll jump back in and play as Tracer and make use of the skin. I got like 48% kill participation in that match and I was really pleased with myself because I'd not played as Tracer for ages. So as I'm playing more, I'm gradually becoming less and less rubbish at this game. So,
Practice makes perfect.
yeah. So I'm putting loads of nice footage on it now of me like playing really well.
So enjoy that footage. Is this because BlizzCon happened? Is this why we're talking about it?
Yeah. Like it's basically after watching people play it last week at MCM, and then BlizzCon happened, and there's a new character, Sombra, who's going to be coming out. She's like stealthy, and I can't wait to play her because she's got kind of abilities where she goes a bit invisible, and you can like move her around.
A bit invisible.
Well, I think she goes.
Not great, is it? Bit invisible.
I don't literally
Like
mean a bit.
90% opacity.
Well, I think it's like, you know, when people go invisible in games and you can see like a shimmery outline, it's probably going to be something like that.
Yeah, like Predator.
Predator. Yeah,
Predator
exactly.
invisible.
She's also got a teleport, which you can, instead of going, I want to go there, you throw this teleport pad, and you can use it to like kind of get out of a situation or go straight into the fight, which is really useful.
Oh yeah.
And then she's also like armed with an SMG, which is usually kind of my go-to weapon in games like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that. So I might find her quite, you know, comfortable to play as. Also, she can hack things, so you can like kind of play around, mess with other characters because you can like hack their turrets and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Also, her ultimate is bringing down everyone's shield. So there's a big character called Reinhardt, and
Nice.
he has a massive shield, and like Diva, basically any of the tank characters that have shields. All in all, like she's got things that are similar to other characters, but she's also very different. So I think she'll add a lot to the gameplay, which will be interesting. But what have you been saying? I'm going on about Overwatch. Have you been like looking at any of the BlizzCon stuff?
Yes, I have. Particularly, I've been looking at some of the recent Hearthstone things. Ooh. So they just confirmed the newest expansion, which is called Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, which is going to add a lot of new cards to the game, and it kind of has this sort of gangster kind of vibe, this sort of like
Mean Streets.
Yeah, sort of like kind of 20s-ish prohibition, kind of like, hey, listen, Johnny, you got us. I don't know any gangster speak. Anyway, it sounds really cool, and Gadgetzan in the game is this sort of city in the middle of the desert. It is a goblin town. Is that right, Jane?
Yes.
Thank you. Gadgetzan. Goblin Town, right?
Yeah, Inventors, right?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Goblin Town. A lot of the new cards that they've announced have these sort of like slightly criminal-less mechanics. Like there's this one mana card, which means it's a very cheap card to play, and that will let you discover, so sort of let you choose from a random selection of 3, a taunt minion. So, you know, so there's a lot of interesting stuff going on there, and it's meant that I've just sort of got back into the game because I need to save up enough gold so that you know, when the new cards are there, I can be, you know,
ready,
buying those packs.
Be on it.
I can be opening packs like a champion. The last big expansion of this kind was the one that added sort of old gods and this kind of Cthulhu mechanic, which is this legendary minion that has sort of standard attack and defense to begin with, but it gets buffed up with all these other minions, and then when you eventually unleash it, it sort of goes like that and just fires little purple missiles at. Yeah, it does. It's like.
Card games have never been so amazing.
I know. Yeah, they didn't have this back when sailors were playing solitaire.
Solitaire.
There was no. Imagine when sailors got back to port, it was like, yeah, now buy the expansion, buy the like Whist DLC. So I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone, getting back into playing Priest, playing Mage. Mage is having a hard time in the metagame, as I'm sure any Hearthstone players watching will appreciate. It's been a hard time out there for those of us who just love Mage, but Priest is okay, so I don't know, I'm just having loads of fun with it. The thing that I've always loved about Hearthstone, and the thing that makes me keep coming back, is that there's just enough random luck in the game that when something goes my way, I feel like I made an incredibly skillful play. And when like ooh, make it look easy. But when it all goes against me and it goes really wrong, it's like, well, what was I supposed to do?
Luck of the draw.
Yeah, with that opening hand, no one could have won that game. I think Blizzard just have it down so perfectly. What that company is so good at, and we see this with Overwatch as well, and with all their games basically, is just making things just the right amount of balance.
Yeah.
To just let chaos creep in as well.
Yeah, you know that they've tinkered a lot with every little thing to try and like balance it so that it's a good experience for everyone. So keep doing that, please. Thanks.
Keep doing that, Blizzard. Cool. They probably weren't
Yay.
going to unless we said.
No.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we said that now. Now they know.
Yeah.
Is that or pack up the company?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right now they're loading things into boxes and they're like, did you hear Luke and Ellen think that this is a good idea? Everything out the boxes. Anyway, Ellen, we also learned a lot, apart from Blizzard stuff, we also learned a lot about Mass Effect Andromeda, the new Mass Effect game, and I am going to ask you some questions about it. Are you ready?
No, but yay.
We slept for hundreds of years, dreaming of a new home. But when we finally awoke, our dreams of peace were shattered.
So, Ellen, Mass Effect Andromeda has been given a cinematic trailer, and it's looking incredibly cool. We still have loads of questions, though, and I'm hoping that by mining your brain, we might learn more about Mass Effect and indeed about ourselves. Let's start with an easy one. In Mass Effect Andromeda, you're on a mission to investigate and colonize the Andromeda galaxy, necessitating spending hundreds of years asleep in space. Ellen, would you personally leave Earth and everyone you know forever to see another galaxy, knowing by the time you awoke, everyone would be long dead? All the people you love.
Yay! No.
You wouldn't leave, you wouldn't be a space
I just
explorer.
play the video game.
There's a nice thing about video games, isn't it? It lets us experience these new worlds while crucially keeping our friends and family alive.
I can just experience space in a nice, like, 20 to 30 hour campaign and then go back and hang out with my friends. It's great. Yeah.
So you wouldn't go to space?
No, I think there's enough on Earth for me to kind of explore in real life and in video games, so it's all good.
Cool, all right. Keep it on Earth, people. Next question. In Mass Effect, you'll play as one of the Ryder siblings. But whether you choose the male or female sibling, the counterpart will be a character in the game's world. Ellen, would you be a cooperative sibling and save the galaxy, or would you deliberately doom all life in the galaxy if you thought it would wind your brother or sister up a little bit?
I'm a nice sibling. I get on very well with my sister. And I'd like to think, you might, borrow each other's like armor polish or whatever,
Armor polish?
Yeah, got to keep that N7 armor looking nice, yeah.
Don't think it's a priority.
Well, yeah, it is.
Alien
You're going
race.
to the Citadel again. Everyone looks super shiny there, so you
That's
just
true.
have to buff up your suit.
They spend a long time with that armor polish.
I would be cooperative. There's like kind of like little kind of like jabs and stuff that you can do,
sort
like
of
kind of
fun
like
asides.
fun asides.
Yeah.
But like Evie and Jacob in Assassin's Creed. Like at one point they'd like kind of have a big argument, but most of the time they're just like, "Hey, I don't know why I did the fonts."
So you might be like, "Hey, sis, good job using your Biotic powers to tear that alien apart. Just like you tore apart my homework when we were 7. But we're friends, really."
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Have you ever torn up your siblings' homework? Oh, you have to think about it.
Plead the fifth.
I'm a nice sibling as well. I think I'm a cooperative sibling.
Good.
Okay, well done, Ellen. A crucial aspect of Mass Effect gameplay is the Omni-Tool, a sort of holographic wrist-worn device that can double as an offensive weapon for stabbing. Scientists in Japan have actually built a touchable hologram that uses ultrasonic radiation pressure to let users feel virtual objects. Ellen, what other aspects of Mass Effect life do you think scientists should start working on right now?
Ooh. Well, I personally would like to go into a shop and have...
We have many!
It doesn't end there! And have someone go, "Oh my goodness, you're really cool. Can you record a message for me?" and say this is your favourite shop in all the Citadel. Do I have to pay like £2 for a points card, or can I just like record this and just get discounts forever?
Is it better than Nectar cards? Yes. Is it better than Faster Than Light Travel?
Maybe the travel might be a better one.
Oh, vehicles. Vehicles. Would you not want?
Oh god,
like
you don't want to drive around in their like the spaceships are great, but the vehicles are awful.
Yeah. Is it maybe like when humanity went spacebound, we forgot how to do land vehicles?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they're kind of like the faster than light gate travel going through into like galaxies in like the blink of an eye. That would be quite cool.
So that, or recording a video message in a shop.
Yeah. In real life, when I'm talking to someone, I would like to actually see conversation options come up so that I can see what nice things that I'd say,
yeah.
and then see the mean thing that I kind of want to say, but I wouldn't. But at least I would see it and I would laugh at it in my head.
Because the thing is, often when you're talking to someone, you feel like you have all those conversation options in your head, but it's hard to tell which ones are evil.
Yeah, when you think it and then you see it like, oh.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a sort of...
don't touch that one.
When someone's like, do you like my new haircut? It'd be good to have all of your possible responses colour-coded so that you know what's going to get...
Is this the Paragon choice? Because if not, I mustn't say.
Yeah, that was a very good answer.
Yay.
20 points.
Yay.
Hey, make it 30. Because they're meaningless. In the Mass Effect universe, it's possible to manipulate physical objects using biotic powers, such as throw, which allows the player to knock smaller enemies off their feet, or even stagger larger ones. But would you rather, Ellen, personally possess the throw power, previously described, or another power I call Command a Shepherd, i.e. total control over a single human shepherd?
Isn't that what real shepherds do to sheepdogs?
Yeah, but you're not controlling...
Do shepherds have bionic powers that control dogs? What?
You're not controlling a sheepdog.
You're controlling the person who then controls the sheepdog. There are layers to this. Oh my god.
And the dog in turn controls the sheep. So actually, if you take
There's multiple. Oh my god.
So if you take the shepherd option, if you have complete control over a shepherd, then you're really getting a whole army of animals as well. But with throw, you can throw stuff, which is good.
I mean,
with
throw,
your mind.
Obviously throw.
Bear in mind that the shepherd is at your beck and call. So you'd be like, you're the shepherd and I'm you. Hey, shepherd, I've got to go to work today, but if you could clean my house, paint my house, and if you have any time, do some shepherding.
So slavery, basically.
It's not slavery. So what you're saying is that the shepherd option is basically unethical.
Yeah.
But isn't also throwing things unethical and rude?
It depends what you throw.
What if you throw first aid kits to injured people?
Well, that's good.
So I've lost my thread here, but one day you're going to be in space and you're going to have loads of sheep that aren't in the right place and you're not going to have any way of moving them.
You could throw them. They're fluffy.
Oh, yeah.
They'd land fine. Just like, meh.
Space is the place where you need a shepherd the most, because a sheep can not only go astray in 2 dimensions, but also upwards and out of the atmosphere.
Just imagining some poor sheep like, meh.
Just like sort of bumping gently into each other, like boop. Ellen, you've done great. It's the last question.
Okay.
You claim to be a Mass Effect fan, but what is the right ascension of the real Andromeda galaxy? You know, the right ascension, the angular distance measured eastward along the celestial equator from the vernal equinox to the hour circle of the point in question, you know.
3.
There is a 3 in the answer. So I'm going to give you the... Hooray!
Yay!
You got it! Yeah! The answer, which will be useful to absolutely no one, is 00 hours, 42 minutes, 44.3 seconds. Well done.
Yay.
Mass Effect Andromeda is looking very cool. The more sort of trailers and teasers and stuff I watch, the more I just want to get back into that world and back into space.
It's so good. It's just so well built, and like it's like the ridiculous things like 10,000 pages of dialogue or whatever, because they have so many different dialogue trees to like paths and branches. It is mad. It's brilliant. It's so well done.
And we're going to get back into it in the spring. Anyway, that was Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
Let's find out what you guys have been saying. Last week, Ellen, we took to Farming Simulator to show you how farming should be conducted. That's enough for now.
Done.
Yeah. Farmer's clearly watching.
Finished.
Finished.
Lunchtime.
In response, Just Raphael says, if you can make people watch you simulate farming, you basically know mind control.
Yes. Just keep drinking the tap water.
And Scruffy commented, hello, welcome to Outside Xtra. You're watching Show of the Wheat. Should be Show of the Weekend, though.
Yeah.
And in the last Show of the Weekend, we gave you a glimpse at how we handle karaoke. Yeah,
Commenter Sephi in a box was impressed, saying, Luke has quite a set of pipes on him. He should try out for a singing competition. And Ellen should be in the audience berating him the entire time. It'll be hilarious.
Hilarious or a devastating blow to my self-esteem?
Why can't it be both?
And we published a list of portrayals of historic figures in games that would have the originals spinning in their graves. Ellen even squeezed in a Hamilton reference.
First President Washington's right-hand man was Hamilton, not somber stabaholic Connor. Still, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. Walshboard said, Ellen with that Hamilton joke. She was not going to throw away her shot. To which Cyborg Penguin replied, I will never be satisfied until I see more jokes like this, but I guess I'm just too helpless. And I know she's just helpless.
Ellen, please, a little decorum. Anyway, Les Mis was way better, and in that video we singled out one historic figure for particular attention.
Elsewhere, something tells us French Super Commander Napoleon would not enjoy hearing himself portrayed with a British accent.
You certainly don't look like a blood-crazed revolutionary.
We're lucky Napoleon isn't here to see this.
Burn it!
Commenter Napoleon Bonaparte says, Napoleon is here to see this. Cheese it!
You know, Luke, after we were talking about Mass Effect and the biotic powers, I think I'd be pretty handy with an Omni-Tool.
I agree, Ellen, but not until you can catch a grenade.
When disaster is imminent, our first reaction may be to just pause time and try and escape that entire situation.
Hey Ellen, hold this grenade for me.
And to be fair, not until Mike can throw a grenade. Pause time and try and escape that entire situation.
Hey Ellen, hold this grenade for me. Oh, sorry, I didn't put it far enough there.
Also, Luke, I got this letter from H&M saying to stop trying to fit product placements into our videos.
H&M, and it's the same budget range, which I think is important. With back-to-school packs of shirts, just £5 for 10, can you afford not to buy high quality, 100% cotton?
And also to stop writing to them.
Hey, at least I managed the words. Not everyone on this team has mastered verbal communication. Oh yeah.
Anyway, that's it for this week's show of the weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed to us. 100,000, I can't believe it still. It's so cool. Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not join everyone else? Because it's like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it's
Yay.
what everyone's doing apparently.
I know, it's
super
the cool hip thing that everyone on YouTube is doing right now. So
Anyway,
subscribe.
subscribe.
Yay!
Ah!
Woo! Yay!